जयकारा सिरावाली दी का बोल साचे दरबार की जय। हे माई मेरी सचिया जोता वाली माता जी तेरी सदा ही जय। सृष्ट्यादो स्वर्गरूपा जगदवन विधो पालनीयां च रौद्री संहारे चापि यस्यां जगदिदमखिलं क्रीडनं वा पराख्यां पश्यन्ति मध्यमादो तदनु च भगवती वैखरी वर्णरूपा यस्माद्वाचा प्रसन्ना विधिहरिगिरिशा राधितालंकरोतु। पराम्बिका परमेश्वरी भगवती राजराजेश्वरी श्री वैष्णव देवी के इस दरबार से कला की दात्री माँ सरस्वती की पूर्ण कृपा प्राप्ति के लिए आज के दिन हम हमारी संस्कृति को समझने के लिए और हमारी संस्कृति को टिकाने के लिए जिस संस्कार की आवश्यकता होती है उस संस्कार को जानने के लिए हम सब एकत्रित हुए। तो हमारे धर्म का और संस्कृति का जो भविष्य है वो सब हमारे बच्चे बालक होते हैं, तो उनको प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए, उनकी कला की कदर करने के लिए और देवी कृपा से जो कला उनके अंदर प्राप्त हुई है उस कला को देखने के लिए और समझने के लिए आज के दिन हम सब एकत्रित होते हैं। मंदिर के द्वारा विविध तरह के क्लासेस चलाए जाते हैं, जिसमें संगीत के क्लासेस होते हैं, हारमोनियम क्लासेस होते हैं, डांस के क्लासेस होते हैं। इन सारे क्लासेस के अंदर जो भी बच्चे पढ़ने के लिए आते हैं मंदिर में, उनके द्वारा आज का ये सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम किया जा रहा है। तबला का क्लासेस इत्यादि क्लासेस इस मंदिर के अंदर होते हैं। तो वो क्लासेस के बच्चों के द्वारा आज सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम हम सब निहारेंगे, देखेंगे और कला की देवी माँ सरस्वती की और उनके ऊपर कृपा प्राप्त हो, इसलिए देवी के दरबार से हम सब उनके लिए आशीर्वाद मांगे कि इन बच्चों को और ज्ञान की प्राप्ति हो, कला की प्राप्ति हो और उनके सिखाने वालों की मेहनत सार्थक हो। और ये तब संभव है जब आप सबका सहयोग रहेगा, आप बच्चों को प्रोत्साहित करेंगे, उनको मंदिर के साथ जोड़ेंगे। हमारी संस्कृति और संस्कार के साथ जब हम बच्चों को जोड़ते हैं तब वो सारे कार्य सार्थक होते हैं। तो हम सब दिल से उनका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहते हैं, धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं जिन्होंने अपने बच्चों को मंदिर के इन सारे क्लासेस में ज्वाइन किए हैं, आते हैं, वो हमारी संस्कृति को और कला को समझते हैं। तो जो भी ये प्रोग्राम मंदिर के द्वारा होता है उसमें वो भाग लेते हैं। तो मंदिर की ओर से सबका स्वागत है, धन्यवाद। आप सब इन प्रोग्राम में जुड़े, इनमें आपने भाग लिया। और प्रवीणा जी जिनके द्वारा ये प्रोग्राम आयोजन किया जा रहा है, तो हम उनका भी धन्यवाद करें। और वही बच्चों को सिखाते हैं और भी सारे टीचर है जो उनको मार्गदर्शन देते हैं और सिखाते हैं और उस रास्ते पर बच्चे चलते हैं। तो जैसे कि कोई भी चीज़ होती है उसमें मार्गदर्शन वो परम आवश्यक होता है, तो टीचर के द्वारा, गुरु के द्वारा वो मार्गदर्शन प्राप्त होता है। तो प्रवीण शर्मा जी जो इन बच्चों को मार्गदर्शन देते हैं, सिखाते हैं और उनके सिखाए हुए रास्ते पर बच्चे चलते हैं, तब जाकर हमारे भविष्य को वो अच्छी तरह से संस्कृति को और संस्कार को समझ सकते हैं। तो आए हम सब मिलकर जो आज बच्चों का प्रोग्राम है उनको निहारे, देखें और जो भी हमारे बच्चे हैं उनको मंदिर के साथ और इन सारे कार्यक्रमों के साथ जुड़े। तो सबका वेलकम इस मंदिर के कार्यक्रम के अंदर, सबका स्वागत है। सब हमारे साथ जुड़े और माता के इस दरबार से आप और आपके परिवार सहित बच्चों को आशीर्वाद, देवी के आशीर्वाद प्राप्त हो, माँ सरस्वती के आशीर्वाद प्राप्त हो, ऐसे देवी के चरणों में हम सब प्रार्थना करते हैं। और आए हम सब प्रोग्राम की ओर जाए और बच्चों का जो सांस्कृतिक प्रोग्राम है उनको हम सब देखें। जय माता जी।
Jai Shri Ram. Namaste, Jai Mata Di. Thank you once again, Ramji, for giving us this golden opportunity to be together today to sing and praise your blessings upon us. Your lovely grandchildren are going to take us all on an amazing, awesome trip to Ayodhya and visit all other places, meet other people, meet your Vanar Sena in this trip. जब जब होता नाश धर्म का और पाप बढ़ जाता है, तब लेते अवतार प्रभु तो विश्व शांति पाता है. How true this is even today. So let us travel free of cost. These grants are very generous. They will not charge us anything for the trip, but they want us to take our baggage of love, humility, and compassion and experience the joy of Ramji and his Leelas with my lovely grands of Bal Vihar. We are going to start our program with the first item, Birth of Sri Ram by Vikram and Rohandeep. Go ahead, beta, both of you.
Namaste. King Dashrath of the Surya Vansh dynasty was a brave warrior. He had 3 queens, Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi, but no children. To seek blessings from gods for a child, the king performed a yajna. Upon completion of the yajna, the fire god Agni-dev emerged from the sacred fire pit holding a bowl of ghee. He asked the king to distribute the ghee among the 3 queens. With these blessings, Kaushalya ate her share, then Kaikeyi, and finally Sumitra had the rest. Later on the 9th day of the bright month of Chaitra, Kaushalya gave birth to Sri Ram, Kaikeyi gave birth to Bharat, and Sumitra gave birth to 2 twin sons, Lakshman and Shatrughan. Sri Ram is the avatar of Lord Vishnu. Vikram, how about we sing a few lines from the bhajan that I sing with mom every day? Vikram, you start. Bhaya Pragata Kripala Dina Dayala Kaushalya Hitakari Harshita Mehtari Mani Manahari Adbhuta Rupa Bechari Lochan Abhirama Tanag Anija Ayudha Bhujaja Bhushan Vanamala Nayana Visha Shobha Sindhu Karari. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Vikram and Rohan. To me, you look like Love Kush singing in Ram Darbar. Thank you. Now we are going to hear the bhajan, the music of Ramji's pile. He's cuddling with his parents from Vihan and Twisha Bhardwaj. Tumaka Tumak.
Namaste.
Go ahead, beta.
Tumaka, 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 chalat Ramachandra, tumaka, chalat Ramachandra, bhajat pajaniya, tumaka, chalat Ramachandra, kilaka utat dhaya, kilaka utat dhaya, kirat bhumi lat pataya, kirat bhumi
लटपटाय थाये मात गोदलित थाये मात गोदलित दशरथ की रनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र बाजत पैजनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र अंचल रजयंग जारी अंचल रजयंग जारी विविध बांति सो दुलारी विविध बांति सो दुलारी तन मन धन वारी वारी तन मन धन वारी तन मन धन वारी वारी कहत मृदु बचनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र बाजत पैजनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र विद्रुम से अरुणधर विद्रुम से अरुणधर बोलत मुख मधुर मधुर बोलत मधुर मधुर सुभग नासिका में चारु सुभग नासिका में चारु लटकट लटकनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र बाजत पैजनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र तुलसीदास अति आनंद तुलसीदास अति आनंद देख के मुखार वृंद देख के मुखार वृंद रघुवर छवि के समान रघुवर छवि के समान रघुवर छवि बनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र बाजत बैजनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र नमस्ते जय श्री राम हैप्पी रामनवमी
Thank you, Vihan and Trisha. You took me back to the time when my mom used to sing this bhajan, and I would sit and listen to her. Thank you. Now, we have to know where Ramji went to school. Did he go to school? Well, Precious Anand is going to educate us on that. He will tell us, where did Lord Ramji study during his childhood? Go ahead, my precious Anand.
Thank you, Nani. Namaste. Where did Lord Rama study during childhood? Lord Rama learned at the palace of Ayodhya. The old parents of Shravan Kumar cursed King Dasharatha, saying he would die as soon as the sun moved away from him. Intimidated by this curse, King Dasharatha made arrangement for the prince's education in the palace itself. Guru Vasishtha was the chief caretaker and mentor of all their educational needs. He was also the main priest of Ayodhya. Ramji had nothing to learn about the Vedas or Puranas, since it all appeared from his birth. Due to his life as a simple person, Lord Hari preferred to go to the Gurukul Ashram to study in his avatar. At the Gurukul Ashram, the Supreme Lord had preached that one should always respect their Guru. Lord Sri Ram used to worship his Guru, Guru Vasishtha. Guru Vasishtha was well aware of Lord Sri Ram and his brother's hidden backgrounds. Vasishtha Muni had come to earth for his Prabhu Sri Hari. When Lord Brahma requested that Manas Putra Vasishtha incarnate on earth, he objected to it. Being a putra or guru, Lord Brahma told his son Vasishtha that the Supreme Lord would become an avatar as the son of King Dashrath in Ayodhya. That is why Vasishtha was born here. Ramayana disclosed this secret at the last moment, and the talks of Sri Ram and Vasishtha were very secret during Ram's depart to Param Dham, Vaikuntha. Jai Sri Ram and Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Anand. That was awesome. Our next performance is going to be by Karan and Sahil Bildani.
Namaste.
Namaste. They are going to be, just a second, they are going to be talking to us about the significance of Ram Navami. And right now we are going to have Karan tell us what is Ram Navami and how it is celebrated. Go ahead, Karan.
Namaste. What is Ram Navami? Ram Navami is a festival celebrating the day of the divine birth of Sri Ram. Ram Navami is marked on the 9th day of the bright ninth in Hindu month of the 10th March, April. It celebrates the arrival of Vishnu. It is marked by the devotee with puja such as songs, by fasting and reading about Ram's life. The festival is about the victory of goodness on evil and mark on the dharam to beat the adharam. Ram Navami festival celebration starts with the water offering in the early morning to the God's Son to get blessings from him. People also believe that God's Son is an ancestor of the Lord Rama. Namaste. Celebration of Ram Navami. Sri Ram Navami is marked by continuous readings of Sri Ram Charitmanas with elaborate singing and distribution of prasad after the puja and aarti. Images of baby Sri Ram are placed on cradles and rocked by devotees in South India. The day is also celebrated as the wedding anniversary of Sri Ram and his wife Sita Devi. Celebration in South India. At homes, people pray to Sri Ram and make offerings of delicacies loved by him. In South India, the main offerings are buttermilk, panaka, made of chicory, water, lime, and pepper, and costumely soaked lentils with a bit of lime, salt, and coconut. In some temples in South India, Ram-Sita wedding is enacted. Celebration in North India. In northern India, the celebration starts days in advance with people reading the Ramayana over a period of 9 days and celebrating Ram Navami on the 10th day. At some places, the entire epic is enacted in plays called Ram Leela. In some temples, a small idol of Sri Ram is placed on a swing and rocked with love and devotion. Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Karan and Sahil, for telling us about what Ram Navami festival is about and also how different states celebrate. Everybody is not from the same state, but at least we know that how it is celebrated in other states. Thank you. Our next performance is going to be by Tanishka Grover. Tanishka is going to tell us about the significance of Ram Navami. I think she'll do a great job. Go ahead, precious Tanishka.
Namaste. Ram Navami. Ram Navami is one of the most holy festivals in our Hindu religion. It is celebrated to mark the birth of Lord Ram, also known as Maryada Purushottam, the seventh avatar of God Vishnu. The festival falls on the ninth day of Chaitra Navratri and is celebrated during the month of March or April. These are the 7 lessons we learn from Lord Ramji's life. 1. Never give up. It may take a day, weeks, or even years, but when you fix yourself on a goal, never step back. 2. Modesty is the best policy. Lord Ram was the most skilled archer, but there wasn't a drop of ego in him. 3. Keep calm. Lord Ram fought great wars, monsters, and had difficult experiences, but never lost his cool. 4. Obey and respect your elders. Lord Ram never questioned his parents' decision, even if it meant a dangerous life in the woods. 5. Prejudice is never the solution. When Ravan banished his brother Vibhishan from Lanka, he came to Ramji to seek refuge. Ramji accepted him and allowed him to be a part of their family of warriors. 6. Importance of friends. Lakshman and Hanumanji are more than brothers and devotees of Lord Ram. They were his closest friends. 8. Monogamy. Lord Ram never thought of any other woman in his life except for Sita Mata. To conclude, Ram Navami is a festival when we all come together to celebrate all the teachings of Lord Ram, other saints and rishis who were counted with the life of Ramji. Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Danishka. That was very well done. Thank you. Does anyone know that Ramji was a great warrior? I think Riddhi Grover will tell us about that. Go ahead, Riddhi.
Namaste. Ramji, a great warrior. Ram was known to be a great warrior and a noble king. He was blessed with exceptional qualities and had mastery over the scriptures, the Veda, and the warfare. He also possessed excellent administrative skills. Rishi Vishwamitra chose Ram to defeat the demons that were interfering his sacrificial prayers. Ram, along with Lakshman, used the celestial weapons to defeat the demons that were disturbing Rishi Vishwamitra. His skills were also displayed in the test of Shiv to win over Sita, where he easily lifts Shivji's mighty bow that required almost 5,000 men to pull it. In the great war against Ravan and his army, Ram killed some of the most powerful Rakshas warriors in Ravan's kingdom, including Kumbhakarna, Ravan's brother, and thousands of other Rakshas soldiers. In his final face-off with Ravan invoked all his magical powers, even his blessings granted to him by Brahma and Shiva, along with all the magical warfare possessed by the Rakshas. This battle between Ram and Ravan is one of the fiercest battles in the history of ancient Hindu mythology. They inflicted serious injuries on one another, as both possessed highly potent weapons capable of destroying the entire universe. Finally, after a long and tiring battle, Ram decimated Ravan by shooting the arrow into Ravan's navel, which stored Amrit, the source of all powers of Ravan. Ramji always proves that he is one of the most gifted warriors of the time. He was successful in defeating one of the strongest and most resourceful devils of all time, Ravan, who had gained all his powers by his years of devotion and tapasya to Lord Brahma. Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Riddhi. Our thoughts are always for Ramji, always talking about that he was a great son. We tell our children that Ramji was a great son, be like him. Now, this riddle will be solved by none other than Mishka Taneja, who is going to do her presentation and let us know how important it is for everyone to be a great son. Thank you. Go ahead, Mishka. All yours.
Namaste. King Darashwath of Ayodhya had 4 sons, Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughan. Ram was the eldest of 4 sons and was to become the king, and his father wished to retire from ruling. This plan fulfills the rules of the Ram, because only an eldest son could take over the king's responsibilities. Everyone loved Ram and was happy with the plan. However, Ram's stepmother, Mother Kakai, the king's second wife, was not pleased. She wanted her son Bharat to be the ruler. Remembering that the king had once promised any or 2 wishes, she made a plan. She demanded that Ram be banished for 14 years to the forest and Bharat to be crowned as the king. The king had to keep his word given to his wife. He told Ramji about this. Rag ko leet sada ke liya, prana jai par vachan na jai. Ram was an obedient son and gladly obeyed his father's command. Ram, Sita, and Lakshman made their way towards the forest. Even after his father's death, as promised earlier, Ramji decided not to return to Ayodhya till the completion of 14 years. This shows his dedication to keep his father's word. Ramji's soul was indeed of an obedient son. Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Mishka. That was amazing. Wow. Ramji was a great husband also. I think I'll request Vedant Trivedi to shed some light on it and give us the answers. Go ahead, my precious Vedant, all yours.
Thank you, Nani. Namaste, everyone. Today I'll be talking about how Ramji was a great husband. From Shivji and Parvati Ma to Brahmaji and Saraswati Ma, our religion has revealed to us the greatest Jodhis. One of the best of those is Ramji and Sita Ma. We know all about their great marriage, but today I'll be talking about how Ramji was a great husband through the obstacles they both faced together. Through those rough times, Ramji stood fast with his image of an ideal husband. Following their marriage, Sita Ma said to Ramji that he would probably marry another woman and forget of her. The answer to this by Ramji was different from what she expected. He swore that he would never marry anyone else. When leaving Ayodhya, Lakshmanji refused Sita Ma to go with Ramji and himself because of the hard life in exile. Here Ramji felt that oh shoot, I'm sorry.
Ramji felt
that she was a very devoted wife. She would not survive without him. Ramji was a very loving husband. He allowed Sita Ma to accompany them in exile. Another example is when Sita Ma wanted the deer so much, Ramji promised her that he would fulfill her wish, although Ramji knew that it was a trap laid by Ravan. He still stepped forward to fulfill Sita Ma's request to bring the deer. These are some examples of why Ramji was a perfect husband. There is a lesson to be learned from their marriage. Let us go forwards in our lives with loyalty, respect, and understanding. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you, Vedant. That was really nicely done. Our next item is going to be about someone. Do you know who was and is always the Bhagat of Ramji? Do you know who served him by saying that he was born to serve and not to be served? No one else. No one else except Hanumanji. To do justice to Bhagat of Ramji, Hanumanji, we have Rohan Luthra, who will tell us and inspire us that we should go ahead, serve, not be served. Go ahead, Rohan Beta, all yours.
Namaste. After Ramji killed Ravan and was reunited with Sita Mata, all the Vanas, bears, and everybody who helped Ramji was rewarded. At that time, Vibhishan requested Ramji to accept his humble gift, a priceless necklace. Ramji told him to give it to Sitaji. Sita Mata said, I want to give the necklace to the person who helped Sri Ram the most. Vibhishan asked, who is that? Sita Mata replied, Hanumanji. When Hanumanji got the chain, he broke it and started looking at the pearls one by one and throwing them away. This confused Sita Mata. The subject of Ayodhya started yelling at him and asking him why he was showing no respect for Sita Mata's gift. Hanumanji said that anything without Lord Rama's name or Lord Rama himself was useless. This angered Vibhishan. Hanumanji continued, every inch of my body has Ramji in it. My heart and soul is made of Ramji. This subject taunted him and said, how do we know they are in your heart and soul? We cannot see them. To this, Hanumanji tore open his chest and told them, now can you see them? Then there in his chest, tore open were Lord Ram and Devi Sita. In Lord Rama's court, including there are shining the people of Ayodhya were seated in Lord Rama's court, including Lord Rama and Devi Sita, had tears in their eyes because that day they witnessed through selfies on his baki. Lord Rama got up and embraced Hanumanji. Jai Shri Ram. Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Rohan. Thank you so much. Now, our next item is about Bharatji. Bharatji was one of Ramji's great brother. Arjun Luthra is going to help us remember what was Bharatji's purpose in life. He's going to throw light on that topic. The lesson we have to learn today is very important. Go ahead, Arjun, all yours.
Namaste. Among the greatest and most beautiful characters in the Ramayana is that of Sri Bharat, Ramji's brother. During the time when Bharat was away from their home in Ayodhya, Ramji was exiled into the forest by his stepmother, Kaikeyi, who was Bharat's birth mother. It was her plan that with Sri Ram away in the forest, Bharat could easily become the king of Ayodhya. When Bharatji returned home and discovered that his beloved Sri Ram had been exiled, for what purpose and by whom, it was as if he had been struck by lightning. His anger and sorrow were indescribable, and he cried with anguish at the thought of his dear brother, Lord Ram, Lord Ram having to suffer so much on his account. Immediately, Bharat left Ayodhya for the forest to meet with Sri Ram, who was his life and soul, and bring him back to Ayodhya. Bharatji stayed in Nandigram when Ramji was in the forest and lived a life of Rishi Muni. No mountain was so unshakable, no ocean so deep, and no sky so vast as endless as was Bharat's love for Sri Ram. Indeed, Saint Tulsidas has written that Sri Bharat's love for Sri Ram. Saint Tulsidas has written that Sri Bharat was veritably the incarnation of pure love. As he traveled to the forest to meet with Lord Ram, Bharatji said the following: Arth na dharam na kam ruchi, gati na chahu nirvan. Janam rati ram pad, ye varna na an. I do not want wealth, nor rightness, nor the fulfillment of my desires. I do not even want liberation. The only boon I ask is that in life and afterlife, I have pure love for the lotus feet of Sri Ram. From Bharatji's prayer, we receive a very powerful message. We want to be loved far more than we want to love. We want the world to love us. We want Guruji to love us. We want God to love us, not Bharatji. He did not care whether Sri Ram loved him or not. As long as he loved Sri Ram, his life's purpose was fulfilled. Jai Shri Ram. Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Arjun. That was quite informative. We think that we have learned a lot today about Ramayana or Ramji. No, sorry. We are not done yet. My lovely grands Ruhan and Riya Taneja will also enlighten us about the story of love, sacrifice, brotherhood, and humility, which is full of pages in Ramayana. Go ahead, beta, both of you.
Namaste. Today, I am going to talk about love, sacrifice, and brotherhood. The best examples of these can be easily found in Ramayana. It is a story of different kinds of brothers: the human brothers, the ape brothers, the bird brothers, and the demon brothers. We have Ramji and Lakshmanji, Ramji and Bharatji, Jatayu and Sampati, Bali and Sugriv, Ravan and Vibhishanji. Ramji and Lakshmanji had a unique relationship. When things at the royal household conspired against Ram, and it was time for Ramji to go on an exile for 14 years into the forest, Lakshmanji at once came forward to accompany his brother, leaving back his wife at the palace. He accompanied his brother and sister-in-law to the forest. Day and night, Lakshmanji was very keen to understand the needs and wishes of his brother Ramji and Sita Mata. Day and night, he sacrificed his own sleep for Ramji and Sita Mata. On the warfield, Lakshmanji once fell down unconscious, which made Ramji wail bitterly, since he valued his relationship with his brother Lakshmanji more than anything else on this earth. All through their lives, Ramji and Lakshmanji had a great understanding for each other, and it looked as though they were not two, but one in terms of their souls. Though at times they had differences of opinion among themselves, such instances could never stain their relationship, which was bonded on the true ideals of love, sacrifice, and brotherhood. Those were the driving force all through their lives.
Riya.
Namaste. Ramji and Bharatji are regarded as the perfect symbol of love, compassion, sacrifice, and brotherhood. Bharatji, the second son of King Dashrath, along with his mother's Guru's brother Shatrughan and the people of Ayodhya, went to meet Ramji when he was in exile in the forest. Everyone wanted to request Ramji to come back to Ayodhya as king. When Ramji refused, Bharatji asked for Ramji's sandals. Ramji gave them to him, and Bharatji brought them to Ayodhya. He placed the footwear in the royal seat of Ayodhya, thus laying clear the fact Ramji was the de facto ruler of Ayodhya. In the 14 years that followed, Balaji went to Nandigram. He stayed in the forest to pray for the safe return of his brothers, Ramji, Lakshmanji, and Sita Mata. He survived only on meals of khand, mool, that is root and raw vegetables. And she wore the rough clothes of rishis and munis, like Ramji. After 14 years of his own exile too, Balaji was united with his brothers, Ramji, Lakshmanji, and Sita Mata. This incident is also called Bharat Milap. He brought them back to Ayodhya in the midst of great Diwali festivities. Ramji was crowned as the king of Ayodhya. Ravan, Vipshanji, Ravan the arrogant brother, never listened to his humble brother Vipshanji. Though both Ravan and Vipshanji are siblings and born in a demonic family, their natures were in sharp contrast to each other. Ravan was demonic, arrogant, egoistic, lustful, and immoral. On the other hand, Vipshanji was compassionate, friendly withal, humble, pious, and virtuous. Vipshanji strongly reacted against Ravan's kidnapping of Sita Mata and tried to marry her forcibly. He took great pains to tell his brother that his act could never be justified to any grounds. When it was time for the war to break between Ramji and Ravan, Vipshanji tried to make Ravan understand that his act would only bring ruin and despair to him and Lanka. This angered Ravan, and he kicked Vipshanji out of his court. Helpless and hopeless, Vipshanji approached Ramji and prayed to him to accept him in his fold. And he did. After the war, Vipshanji became king of Lanka. After all these important instances, the message is, let us not underestimate the significance of love, sacrifice, and brotherhood. Happy Ram Navami.
Thank you, Ria and Run. That was amazing. One great Rishi who's constantly reminding us to sing Ram, Ram, Ram all the time is Valmiki. Aditya Katare is going to give us the pathway to become a good human being. My precious grand Adi, please help us here. Go ahead, beta, all yours.
Namaste. During Treta Yuga, a time thousands of years ago, a man named Ratnakar lived in the forest along the banks of the holy river Ganga. Ratnakar was a cruel hunter and a fearless thief. Everyone was afraid of Ratnakar. One day, Ratnakar was hiding by the side of the forest pathway, waiting for a victim. Along came great sage Naraji, who was walking peacefully, admiring the beauty of the forest and singing Narayan, Narayan. Ratnakar jumped out in front of him and demanded, hand over all you have or else. With love flowing from his eyes, Naraji said smilingly, my dear man, all that I have are these rags I wear. If you want them, you may take them. Naraji's fearlessness surprised Ratnakar. As Ratnakar gazed in Naraji's eyes, his cruel mind melted. Naraji saw this transformation and lovingly explained to Ratnakar how stealing and killing animals was very sinful. He reminded Ratnakar that although his family was eager to share the fruits of his bad actions, they would not share his sins. Upon this realization, Ratnakar fell to Naraji's feet and asked for forgiveness. Naraji asked him to recite the sacred name of Rama, but Ratnakar, being a thief, was only able to say Mara. So Naraji asked him to recite that. Ratnakar sat down in the forest. As he performed his self-punishment for several years, the word became Rama. His concentration was so deep that he remained in meditation for years. In fact, he sat there so long in meditation that an anthill grew around and above him. One day, Naraji came and carefully cleared away the anthill. With a kind smile, Naraji declared Ratnakar a sage. As now you are born from Valmika, which is an anthill, from now you will be known as a Valmiki. With tears of joy in his eyes, the sage Valmiki began his new life. He built an ashram near the river Ganga that provided refuge for exiled Sita Mata, the wife of Shri Bhagwan Rama. It was here that the twins of Rama and Sita Mata were born. It was here, also at this ashram, Rishi Valmiki composed the Ramayana. The Ramayana has 24 slokas and 7 cantos. Love and Kush narrated the Ramayana without knowing why this holy grant was written. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Adi. That was very enlightening, I must say that. Our next speaker is going to talk about Ramayan. These are 7 letters, and these 7 letters are very important to understand. The message that is given in these letters, we should pick up and walk in life so that we can get ahead in life. Well, my precious Raghav is going to do a full justice to this topic because he is fully equipped with the tools to make us understand each letter of Ramayana. Go ahead, my precious, go ahead.
Thank you, Nani. Namaste. Ra means light, and Ma means within me, or in my heart. So Ram means the light within me. Ram was born to Dashrath and Kaushalya. Dashrath means the 10 chariots. These 10 chariots symbolize the 5 sense organs, Gyanendriya, and 5 organs of action, Karmendriya. Kaushalya means skill. The skillful rider of the 10 chariots can give birth to Ram. When the 10 chariots are used skillfully, radiance is born within. Ram was born in Ayodhya, a place where no war can happen. When there is no conflict in our mind, then radiance can dawn. The Ramayana is not just a story that happened long ago. It has a philosophical, spiritual significance, and a deep truth to it. It is said that the Ramayana is happening in our own bodies. Our soul is Ram. Our mind is Sita. Our breath or life force or the pran is Hanuman. Our awareness is Lakshman, and our ego is Ravan. When the mind is stolen by the ego, then the soul gets restless. Now the soul can't reach the mind on its own. It has to take the help of breath, the pran, by being in awareness. With the help of the pran and awareness, the mind got reunited with the soul, and the ego died and vanished. So in reality, the Ramayana is an eternal phenomenon that is happening all the time. I would like to wish everyone watching this a happy Ram Navami. Thank you.
Thank you once again, my lovely grants of Bal Vihar program. You are all awesome and amazing. You have told us, which a lot of us don't know. A lot of us did not even know at your age. Thank you, and thank you so much. Please remember that our religion, Hinduism, has got so much to offer, whether you are young and old, handicapped or whatever. There's always hope. There is always wish that can be fulfilled and realized. You will find answers to your problems in our religion. And today, all of us have definitely learned a lot from your presentations. I want to thank the management of the temple for giving us this opportunity again for us to celebrate with you this joyous festival of Ram Navami. Before Vikram Bhardwaj, Chetna Taneja and Vikram Bhardwaj, Priyanka and Sudhir Singh, Khushi and Pankaj Bilandani, Shweta and Sumit Grover, Divya Dhingra and Vishal Taneja, Ranjana and Bhavesh Trivedi, Suchi and Ranjana and Bhavesh Trivedi, Suchi and Sanjay Luthra, Divya Malhotra and Gaurav Taneja, Priyanka and Sudhir Singh. Thank you so much. I cannot do these things without you. You are with me all the way till the end, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish everyone Happy Ram Navami, आपको और आपके परिवार को बाल विहार परिवार की तरफ से रामनवमी की शुभकामनाएं। सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई है। Everyone, please take care. Stay safe and healthy. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Mata Di. Namaste.
Namaste.